Hi, um, I'm Kath, and this is my part two of my story about having reflex sympathetic dystrophy. Just doing a video blog on how I ended up with reflex sympathetic dystrophy, and also a little bit about what it's like to live with the condition. Um, so, in the previous installment, I told you about my day at the races that ended fabulously with me on crutches. And I had just gotten up to the part where I got diagnosed with RSD. Just a little side note for a second. In the last blog, I got distracted during a very important story that I want to tell you. It's not really a story, it's more of a thing. Um, so I am now completely anti-heels. Um, I don't care how pretty they look. I don't care how pretty they make your legs look. They're bad. High-heeled shoes are just like corsets, which was the comparison that I tried to make earlier. Um, and I mean, just think about it for a second. Like a corset, you put it on and it changes the shape of your body. So it puts you in an unnatural position just for aesthetic purposes. And pretty much high heels do exactly the same thing. So what I would like to see happen, I know they're pretty, but I would like to see them gone the way of corsets. You know, rip them out for a burlesque show here and there. I'm sure Paris will keep wearing them. They have their place. Maybe they could just go to the goth community as well, because they kind of like corsets. Um, and I lost my train of thought again. Choo choo! Um, Alright, so back to the story at hand. Now that you understand why you should no longer wear high heel shoes. Um, so I went to see a pain specialist and he examined me and he thought that my RSD was actually pretty mild. Um, Compared to how RSD can be, and by golly, from the things I've seen and heard, then yeah, it is mild. Um, so he thought, well, it will take some time, but it will heal itself. And he put me on some drugs, Index, and Velcro, I think it was. They didn't help a great deal, but it was on the Index for quite a long time, so maybe it did help. Do you know how hard it is to remember what drugs have what effect? Um, so the second time I went to see that particular pain specialist, he didn't really examine me, and he just kind of was like changing my drugs without listening to what I was saying, or he was kind of just treating my condition but not treating me. Um, so I went back to my fabulous GP and I asked for another referral. I wanted to go and see someone different, and he sent me over to another pain specialist who I'm still seeing, and he put me on Neurontin, which helped a lot. It's taken a while to build up the dose. I'm on quite a strong dose now, but when you first start taking it, it makes you drowsy. Well, that's how it works with me. It makes me sleepy and, really hard to concentrate, hard to focus, and as time goes on, you kind of build up a tolerance to it. Um, so that was helpful, and he also thought that my RSD would probably heal itself. Um, I'm saying I'm a lot. So at the time when this was all going down, I was working at an IT company in facilities. They do things like, kitchen stock, doing the photocopiers, and meat delivery men, and all these really fabulous jobs. So awesome. So not being able to walk properly kind of started to make my job difficult. Um, over the first 12 months that I had RSD, I continued working. I had to take a lot of time off. I would never know from one day to the next whether I was going to be able to go into work, and it's distressing. It's stressful, like not just for me, but for my boss and people that need that job done. Um, like I have some visual aids. I know you love them. So some days I could walk with one crutch, and I'd go to work with one crutch, and I'd get that disabled seat on the tram. So the crutch was helpful for that because those trams crammed in the morning. Um, so this is me on the good days when I have one crutch, and as you can see in the picture, I also decided to put on my where is I decided to put on my butterfly wings that day, and I'm also I can't hold it still. I'm also wearing a tutu because it's a good day because I'm only wearing one crutch. But you can see, um, um, you can see in my expression if I hold it properly, yeah, that I'm not quite exactly happy. I'm still a little bit frowny because you know what? I've still got one crutch, but only one crutch. Now, this is me on the worst day when I've had to take two crutches to work, and the city, the city streets are kind of slippery, and two crutches are hard. So, as you can see in this picture, I am crying because I'm sad, and because I have two crutches and I have to go to work. For some reason, I wore really high pants this day and a polo shirt, and that might have not have anything to do with anything, but they're clearly depicted in the picture, and so I felt like I should mention them. I think I've already been talking for quite a long time. Um, I'll just take us up to the end of that first year. The company I was working for was kind enough to offer me a more seated position where I did not have to empty recycle bins or stock photocopiers, which so yeah, they offered me just an admin position working in a project management team, and that was cool. I liked that. It was fun, spreadsheets. Yeah! I should probably mention that I really don't like working in an office. I was saving to go overseas at the time, which I still plan on doing one day when this horrible monster is dead. Um, so I feel like I didn't tell you much at all, but we'll just find out when I watch it back. Um, Thanks for listening. I'll be back soon to tell you what happened next because it just kept getting worse. I'm sorry I didn't mean to poke my tongue out at you, and I take it back, and I hope that you have a lovely day. Bye!